loves, it's Sam. So today I'm going to be creating a look for you using everything in my Boxycharm this month. If you're not familiar with Boxycharm, they are a beauty subscription box that comes every single month. They come in this little black box. This one was called the Wildflower, and inside of it I got the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale Smoky Eyeshadow Palette. This retails for $35. And it is a beautiful kind of neutral cool toned eyeshadow palette, and I will be doing a full tutorial with all of these items for you guys. The next thing that came in my box was the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten. This is in the color Tropic Hues, so it's like this really gorgeous marbled blush, and it's nice because it has a little bit of a kind of sheen to it, so it really makes your cheeks glow. Looks a lot darker than it is, but it has like a really pretty sheen. Next was the Lorac Pro Matte Lip Color in Nude Pink. So that's what that looks like. There's the color, so it's just like a really nice like soft pink. Then we have the Butter London Stroke of Wow Roll-On Liner. This is a liquid liner. That's what it looks like. This one's actually quite interesting, and I'll talk about it more when I get into the video. It's a little wheel, which I've never ever seen with a liquid liner before. This is not going to focus for me, is it? I'll talk about that more when I get into it. And the last thing is the Alamar Cosmetics Ojitos brush set. This is $18 and it's a brush set of 3. The other one is on my desk right now, but you'll see it when I get into the video. It's just like a little brush set, and they're all for the eyes. So today I'm just going to be putting everything to the test. We're going to try it all out, and I'm going to create this look for you guys using everything that came in my box. I'm actually really happy with the way this look turned out. I love a good smoky eye when I actually like take the time to do it, because it does take a little bit longer than like my usual eye look, but this one turned out really beautifully. Actually, I'm gonna get up close. The reason I'm sitting here is because the sun keeps blasting my other camera, and by the time I'm finished filming, or like right in the middle of me filming, it will just shut off because it's overheating. So I need to figure out a better way, because this is just not working. There is the finished look. Look how beautiful that shadow is. Oh my gosh, it's like a blue kind of gray smoky eye. And this lip color turned out so good. You guys can see that sheen that it gives you for the blush. It's really beautiful. If you guys haven't signed up for Boxycharm, I will leave the link down below for you guys. Huge thanks to Boxycharm for partnering up with me for this video. It is a nice cool toned look for you guys, so for the people who don't like my regular warm tones, this is going to be perfect for you guys, especially if you have like a date night coming up, or even this would be great for like holiday parties. I mean, I know I'm getting a little excited, but Halloween, actually Halloween, it would be great if you're just trying to look for like a nice smoky sexy eye. Holiday parties, New Year's Eve. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Mwah. Bye. Don't mind my contour. I tried a new color, and it was a little darker than I expected and a little bit more pigmented, but that's okay because we're just gonna go ahead and bake and cover that up. So this is the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. It's got a little bit of mauve, a little bit of pink, a little bit of peach. Just gonna go ahead and dip this brush in here, and we're just gonna see how this works. God, that contour was so dark, guys. I was like, ah! So this blush is $28. I think the color is really pretty. I love the glow. And the next thing is these Alamar Cosmetics Ojitos brush set. These retail for $18. They're made with 100% synthetic fibers. I think I need to bake this situation right here because this is looking so intensely ridiculous. We're just gonna hope to soften this line a little bit, because oh my gosh, I actually like stopped baking for a while. I don't really know why. I started doing it again, and then I was like, why did I stop? You guys ever do that too, where you like stop doing something in your routine and then you're like, what an idiotic move that was. I should just continue doing it. So I am actually going to take this fluffy brush because this looks so similar to the one that I actually use for highlighting. This comes in the Boxycharm box as well. This is the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar Eyeshadow Palette. It looks like this. And it does have this top color up here called Break Free that is a little bit glowy. So we're just going to go ahead. We might as well give it a go and see if we can make it work. It's actually really beautiful. It's like a really nice frosty white, and this brush is actually really good for highlighting. I love using like a fluffy kind of like eyeshadow brush to highlight because it's really great for buffing in the highlight, and then put a little bit above the brow. I love when eyeshadow palettes have a color that I can use on my brow bone as well as my highlight, because then it's like an all-in-one type thing, and that's nice. And then I don't put it right in the middle, because then it creates kind of more of like a button nose, so I leave like a little space right there, so it just looks like it's like dink. I'm wondering if I could use actually one of these brushes and one of these shadows as a eyebrow color. I'm gonna give it a go. So I'm taking the kind of flat one that was in the set, and I'm taking this color Hide and Seek, and I did spray my brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and we're just gonna see if we can use this as an eyebrow color. It's like a little warmer than what I normally go for. I think we can make it work. I might just have to fill in a couple of spots. Okay, now I'm just gonna go back in with the normal one that I use just to add a couple of like brush strokes. And it just makes it look like you actually have hair. And I'm just gonna take some brow gel that's like blonde and just kind of add a little bit of lightness back into them. Next, I'm gonna take Break Free again, and I'm gonna go in with that flat brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that down right underneath the brow. Okay, then I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush, and we're gonna go into Hide and Seek again. This is the color that I used on my brow. So this is actually a really great palette if you do like cooler shades. It does have a couple of warmer browns, but they're a little darker, so that's why I'm going to build up with this kind of like lighter gray. It's like a grayish taupe. Okay, next we're going to go in with this Flip Out color right here. Ooh, that one's really pigmented. And we're just basically going to layer that over the top of that first color we put down. This brush is actually doing a really nice job. It's nice and soft. Okay, so now I'm going to brush my brush off really, really well. And then we're going to go back in and blend everything out up into that brow bone color so it's a little bit softer. Now I'm going to go back into that flat brush, and I'm going to make sure I wipe it off and then wet it really good with some MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to go into this Silver Spoon color right here. And I'm just going to place that all over the lid. And by wetting it, it's just going to be a little bit more intense, and hopefully those shimmery kind of like little sparkly bits will pop a little bit better. They do really well when you wet them. Sometimes shadows don't do very well and they kind of just create this weird film, but these ones are doing really nicely with the MAC Fix Plus. Okay, so now that that dark kind of grayish blue is down, then we're going to go back in with our brush and just blend out the crease. And I'm going to go back into that Flip Out a little bit, just a tiny little bit, just to make sure that we can blend everything out so it's nice and seamless. Now with that same flat brush, we're going to go back into the taupe, or the Hide and Seek, but it's like that taupey color. We're just going to start putting that on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to go back into the Flip Out a little bit. And then I'm going to wet the brush again and go back into that Silver Spoon just a little bit. We don't want it to be too much, but I just want a little tiny bit of that kind of like gray, blue, like shimmer on the bottom. And then I'm going to get that brush again and just blend with the fluffy. Okay, then I'm going to wet that little tiny flat brush again and go back into Break Free. And I did wipe it off really well, and then I'm just going to pop that into my inner corner. The next thing that comes in the box is the Butter London Stroke of Wow Roll-On Precision Liner. This is in the color Black. It's like an actual little wheel. Ooh, this is going to be very interesting. Oh, it like literally just wheels on. I'm going to go back in with that flat brush, the definer brush, and we're just going to go back in with the black eyeshadow that's in this palette, and I'm going to wet my brush with MAC Fix Plus, and I'm just going to use that as the liner because the other one, the wheel, is a little, it's pretty tricky to use. So I am just going to put a little bit of nude liner in my waterline just to kind of pop it, and I'm going to curl my lashes. And then I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And then I'm going to take my NARS Climax Mascara. Okay, now it is time to buff off this bake, and let's hope that it sorted out my my contour over here. I'm a little nervous. We will find out. And then I do want to touch up the highlight. I'm not going to go into that brush anymore because now it is got a lot of darkness on it and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go into a highlighting brush and then go back into that little break free color. And we're just going to freshen that baby up because it all got wiped off when I did all of my wiping of the fallout. Okay, I'm just putting on some lip balm, and then I have my last item from the box, and that is a lip color. So this is from Lorac. This is the Lorac Pro Matte Lip Color in Nude Pink. I'm just going to line my lips real quick with the Lord & Berry 3045 Natural Lip Liner. So now we're going to apply the Lorac. This is what came in the Boxycharm box. I actually got a really nice little tip. So I feel like you could actually use this without a lip liner. I didn't realize it was going to be so precise. It's almost like a lip liner and a lipstick into one. That color is actually really good. And then I am going to top it off with a little bit of lip gloss. This is just the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Sky Pink. This does not come in the box, but I do really love it, and it's great for kind of like adding a really nice gloss. And I feel like these two colors mixed together is going to be like the perfect nude pink. And you guys know I like a glossy lip. Okay guys, and there is the finished look. How much does this remind you of like my Playboy makeup tutorial way back in the day? That was my first video. I don't know if you guys are still, if any of you are still watching from 9 years ago, but this was literally how I used to wear my makeup all the time. And so whenever I wear a smoky eye, Jay is always like, you look beautiful today, because I don't wear it like this very often, hardly ever. I really do like this look. I think it's beautiful. I actually really love that brush for the eyeliner. It turned out really good because it gives a good little like skinny flick. The blush is beautiful. That eyeshadow palette was amazing. It was really pigmented. I was very impressed. Even when I got them wet, they looked really good. It just laid down the pigment really, really well. And I like the fact that there are matte shades as well as shimmery shades in there. So there's the palette up close. You guys can have a good look. I mean, there are definitely like a couple of warmer shades, but then the majority of the palette I would say is neutral or cool. It looks really good as my highlight as well. It melted into the skin really, really nicely. And then you've got a really great black right down here. This is matte, so that's perfect for if you want to do something like I did, where I did kind of like a winged line. The only thing that disappointed me in this box was this, just the wheel was weird. It just didn't work on my eye shape at all. And then these brushes were actually really impressive. This fluffy brush is bomb, not only for highlight, but also for like blending out in the crease. That was really great. And then this I ended up getting a lot of use out of. And then same with this. I thought this was a really great brush. So the brushes are bomb. I would say this Boxycharm was a total winner. 4 out of 5 items that I really like, that I will definitely use again, that's for me, that's a winner box. It is our anniversary tomorrow, so I might actually end up recreating this look for Jay, because I know he's gonna love it, and I know as soon as I see him, he's gonna be like, wow, you look sexy. He never realizes what it is until I'm like, I'm wearing a smoky eye, and then he's like, oh, it's the smoky eye. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you have your Boxycharm box, you'll know exactly what to do with them. And if you don't already have your Boxycharm box, then you can always order it. I will leave a link down below for you guys. You guys can go and get one for yourself. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Click that notification bell. You can always follow me on Instagram as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video.